We're looking at the ways that Melly Hay uses accompaniment in her piece Oak. And this is a really, really good technique for building up a piece, starting small and getting bigger as it goes along. So if we look at literally bar one, so the very beginning of this piece, we see that we have this very repetitious, very simple accompaniment being played in the viola. The circle is kind of covering it here, but it actually says flortando on the score, which means that it's meant to be imitating a flute, even though it's being played on a viola. So that's a string technique there. So it's almost meant to sound wind-like. At the beginning here, the accompaniment is almost unnoticeable. You know, it doesn't draw your attention at all. It's not the centerpiece of what is happening musically in this moment. It's very much just lifting up the melody and helping it move along. This kind of, you know, simple, repetitious, unnoticeable accompaniment really helps to create the atmosphere of the piece. You could even say, in the context of the poem, that this piece is based on or inspired by, that this flortando line is kind of imitating the wind blowing through the oak tree. And most importantly, in terms of, you know, music theory, this accompaniment is not sitting on the tonic note, which in this case is C. You know, we don't hear that note C until the melody comes in, which makes it even more big and even more pronounced when it does come in. If we then look at the second time that the melody is played through, so this time it's being played by the viola and the cello is playing the accompaniment, it is much more pronounced, the accompaniment itself. So it's very much louder. So it was like pianissimo, like at the beginning, and now it's a lot louder. It's also not as repetitious. It has movement now. It is working with the melody. So it's not just like this strange, eerie, atmospheric background anymore. It's working with the melody, almost as if these two parts could be played on a piano as opposed to two separate instruments. And you'll notice, as opposed to the first lot of accompaniment, that this one is centered around the tonic note. It's playing triadic C triads, it's C arpeggios, it's very much every single bar is starting on the tonic note, so that's really solidifying the key or the mode in this case that we are in.